Existentialism. Existential humanistic psychology emphasizes the importance of human choices and decisions and feelings of awe towards life. That statement was from the APA. So essentially, existentialism is helping people figure out where they're going and where they want to be in life. Existentialism is a form of philosophical inquiry that explores the issue of human existence. That's what Wikipedia says. So essentially, it's your attempt at finding meaning in life in dealing with the anxieties of life, which includes a fear for death. So existentialism was created by Soren Kierkegaard. With this comes existential therapy. Existential therapy is an understanding of people and their perspective in the world. It's used for a variety of things, like, of course, anxiety, because we all have anxiety about living in the world. It's difficult, it is hard. We have shame, avoidance, depression, and lastly, trying to find meaning in your life. So, Irvin Yalom defined the 4 givens of the human condition. These are the most significant concerns. So like death, meaning, isolation, and freedom. And those 4 conditions have become the basis for this field in particular. So it is defined as a form of inner conflict. It can be a loss of identity, changes in your life, and moving in between goals. There are several different types of existential crisis, and it can be anything from loss, unexpected changes, loss of meaning in life, and questioning of values. An example of an existential crisis would be you have finished school, everything's done, you finally finished your giant goal, yet you find that it gives you no happiness, no meaning to your life any longer. You've completed the goal, you're done, right? Then you have this crisis on your hands, this anxiety, this crippling depression holding you back. This can all be attributed to an existential crisis. Dealing with an existential crisis is done through a variety of ways. You can be dealing with it through therapy, through friends and family, and using your coping skills. But usually when this occurs is that most people end up going to a therapist or a counselor to address some of these internal issues. Viktor Frankl was a Jewish-Austrian psychiatrist who founded logotherapy. He also worked with his daughter, and he's done various things in this field, and when I first started getting into psychology or counseling, he's the man that I would look for because of his theories and his perspective on humans. Viktor Frankl. He's a man who wrote Man's Search for Meaning in 1946. He coined the term logotherapy as a method of creating our own meaning in life. So Frankl focused on our existential goals and all of our meaning, searching for meaning in the chaos. So Frankl's this guy who lived and has a medical degree. He's a Holocaust survivor, and throughout all of his experience, he focused on finding the meaning in his great suffering. Now, Frankl explained that he can see beyond the misery of the situation to the potential of discovering a meaning behind it, and thus to turn an apparently meaningless suffering into a genuine human achievement. I am convinced that in the final analysis, there is no situation that does not contain within it the seed of meaning. To a great extent, this conviction is the basis of logotherapy. Facing your mortality is one of the hugest parts of existential therapy. And I feel like this is the most significant part, is really facing that point that you're only here for a period of time. And it's the same in therapy. We only see people in one time of their lives, and that's it. Some people spend a lifetime, some don't, but the main point is finishing your goals. So one of the goals of existential therapy is to handle your mortality and your anxiety along with it.